Welcome to the world of programming. If you are a beginner who want to learn the basics of programming or an expert who want to sharpen your skills, you have come to the right place. This YouTube channel is dedicated to providing you with the latest trend, tips, techniques, and best practices to help you become a coding master. Hi, I am Ayush, and today we are going to clone Facebook login page. So let's get started. So I am in a folder and now I am going to create one file with the not a folder with the name of Facebook login page clone. Now I'm going to just open it with code. Okay, now after that, so now let's start making the Facebook clone. For that, we are going to use simple static HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. And today we are going to host it on GitHub as well. So let's start it by making an index.html file. So okay, so I am just making the index.html file, and at this place, let's include the basic boilerplate with the title of facebook.com, or let's Facebook only. Okay, so let's go to Google and search for facebook.com. Here, okay, the title is login or sign up. Okay, so let's go here and log in or sign up. Okay, so let's, I think I just did the correct one. Yeah. Now it's about the logo, so let's control U this, and now here you can see that let's find out the image. So where is the image? Okay, there is no image at this point of view. Okay, okay, so let's find it here. So let's say Facebook, um Facebook icon png, png. Okay, so let's see that. Okay, this one, if it is a png, that may be a good thing for me. So now let's go to our folder at this place in our Facebook clone page login, and let's save it as icon. Let's save it, so you can see it's there. Now the next thing we are going to do is we are going to take this icon. Okay, so let me make this thing here as ICU file. Okay, after that I'm going to go here and then link fab icon here, fab icon with the name of icon.ico. So icon.ico, then image plus x icon. Okay, so let's save this thing here. Let's go back. Okay, let's start our server by go live. It's on the port 5500. Okay, now you can see that it is our website. So let's view it on Google Chrome. Okay, let's go here and pick the same thing here. Now you can see we are getting this thing. Now next thing is we need this Facebook photo here. So let's go here, open image in new tab, and let's control save. Okay, let's save this photo here. Now this is a svg document, so we are going to save it in our front end. Okay, where is that? Now here I'm going to give it Facebook underscore image. Okay, let's save this thing here, and let's go back here, see what's there. So you can see that this is, let's control exit. Okay, now we are going to paste it here. Let's save this here. Now after saving it, we can go back. Let us see what we'll get. Now you can see this it's so big, so we need to see, check for that. Let's inspect it here, and this is an image. Okay, so they are doing what, they are making it as an image, but they are giving that switchy here. So that's also we can do. So, but instead of that, let us copy the height and width, copy this thing here, and now we are going to make a style tag here only, style tag, and inside that not like this. Let's give it let's take the ID, let's give it something like this. Let's paste the height and width here. Let's format the document. Now let us see what's happening. Okay, now let us see what we will get here in our clone. You can see that the size is almost the same. Now next thing is background color, so let's see the what's the background color here. So the background is of this color. This is the background color, or I can also use color picker. If you're not sure, you can see the same color is this. Let's copy that color and let's go here in our body. Let's go to body and let's give the padding equal to 0, margin equal to 0, background equal to this. So let's save this here and let's go here. You can see the color is there. Now the next thing is we need to align it. For that we need the margin top and margin left here, and now you can see. Okay, I think it's a container in which they are having this, so let us check for that. Okay, so if I make a container here, let's make a container dot container class here, and inside the container I'm going to give this whole svg. After that I'm going to save this here and this container. Let's style this up. So for that we need container and width 100%. Then we are going to give display flex. Then we need to give that. Okay, so let's give our display flex. After the flex direction to be, let's give it row, and let's take this svg into a container dot let's say promo. Let's make a container promo, or let's make one more svg. Okay, so let's make an svg underscore container. Inside that we are going to just paste this svg. Let's save this here and let's go back and let's reload it. Okay, so you are able to see that we are getting something like this, but we need uh let's close this one now. Here in the container we are going to give align item center and justify content center. Let's save this here. Let's go back. So you can see it's in the middle of the document. The more we'll add these containers, it will be on this side. So let's okay, so let us see. If I add some text here, means after this svg, if I make a p tag and let's give the p as uh class, and let's give it snippet. Okay, let's snippet. Let's save this and let's copy the this thing here. Copy this and paste it. Now let us see how we'll get that here. Now you can see something like this is coming. What we need first, the font. What's the font use? This is a font with size, font weight, line height. Okay, so we need to copy only this much here. Copy this. Okay, so let's take the snippet here. So let's take the snippet, and in the snippet let's paste this here. Okay, now you can see something like this we are getting, but we need also we also need one thing, that is the width of 500 pixel, right? Let's copy this here. Let's go back here, and in the svg container we are going to dot svg underscore container. We need to paste this thing here. So now you can see something like this we are getting. We need some margin top, right? I think margin top. So how much margin top is there? So let us see. Okay, this is a margin top, I think. Padding. Okay, so let us see what's the padding given. Copy this here and let's give it to the svg container here. Let us see what we'll get. Yeah, like that we need. So it's not only that much, it's something. Okay, so let's go here. Let's inspect it, and we are going to take the svg container here, and we are going to increase the pad this. Okay, now you can see something like this we are getting. So how much is at what level it is? Okay, wait a while. Okay, we are okay at this place. Okay, wait a while. What's happening? Okay, this is our project. So let's increase it. Not this one. Okay, so let's increase this one. Okay, let's decrease this one a little bit and let us see. The level is no. Okay, let's reload this page here. Now let us see. Okay, it needs to be increased by some much little. Okay, let's see here. Let's go here and increase it a little bit. After that, yeah, you can see something like this, right? Now we need this container here. Okay, so the width of the container, let us see what is the width. So the width of the container is, let's see what's the width. Okay, now as you can see, the width is 348 pixel or 349. Let's say 350 only. So let's make a container. Okay, let's make a new container. So this is SVG container. After this SVG container, we are going to make dot login container. That means you can say login underscore container. After that, we are going to just copy this container here, and we are going to give this container here, and then let's give the width to 350 pixels. So 350 pixels. Let's save this here. Go back. Okay, let's go here. Reload it. Now you can see. Mm, okay, something like this is coming. Um, it's going up by okay. The padding I did not save at this. So let's go here and let's go to the SVG container and let's increase the padding. What was that? I forgot. So the padding was, I think, 230. No, it's more. Let's decrease this a little bit. So much more. Let's decrease it. Okay, now it's fine. So now, where is our container? Let us see that where is the container. So maybe our container, not this one. Let's close this one. Okay. Now here, after this, which container, this is login container. So where's the login container? Here's the login container, but we need to give some margin left. Okay, so let's give some margin left to the container. Margin left, and let's give 20 pixels. So let us see. Okay, okay, let's increase it a little bit. So now only some differences there. Let us see what is that. Now it's at the same level, but the only thing is, okay, I'm getting that. So if I inspect this thing here and the snippet, so I will get the margin top minus 10 pixels. Okay, and I think that's a lot. So let's give 5 pixel, 2 pixel, 1. Okay, let's say 0.5. 0 to 5. No. So, so what we can do here? Okay, so let's give the image something like, I go here. Okay, so let's go here and select our image. In the image, we are going to give a margin bottom. Okay, so the margin bottom is going to be minus 10 pixels. 10 pixels. Let's give it 10 pixels. Minus 11 pixels. Okay, if I increase this thing here, what will happen? Okay, something like this, right? So we need to give it a little bit around this. Yeah, that's all equal. It's almost it's equal. So let's copy this line of code here let's copy this and let's go back here and in the our where is that layer one? Yeah, here. So let's paste it here. Now let's go back here, reload it. Now you can see something like this, right? Okay, one more time. I just forgot that thing. Okay, never mind. Let's give one more time this thing. Um, okay, so let's give it a little bit like around 127. It's more 207. Yeah, yeah, it's at the same level. Let's copy the padding one. Let's copy this padding here. Let's copy it and let's go here. Where is that padding? Yeah, let's paste it here. Let's save this one and let's see. Okay, now you can see. Next thing is we need this thing here. So for that, we can also go here and in the login container, we are going to give the margin left here, margin left 20 pixel. So where is the login container? Let us see that. So the login container is at this position. Okay, so let's see. Is that equal? No, some much more we need to give. So let's give it margin left more. Some differences there. So let's increase that a little bit and let's give it minus 149. Okay, there's some difference that I'm getting. So let's take this margin left here and let's copy this margin left, go back in the login container, let's paste it here and let's go back here. Okay, one thing is there. So in the snippet, let's go here, not here, but in the SVG we are going to give the margin bottom. Um let's increase it. Let us see. Yeah, the thing is almost the same. Yeah, let's take this thing here, copy, and let's paste it somewhere at this position. Let's paste it here and now let's go back here and you can see now it's coming fine. Okay, one more thing is there at this place. Let's give some margin top as well. So let's give some margin top of 10 pixels. 10 pixels is a lot, so let's decrease it 1 pixel if I only give. Okay, okay. um let's select this SVG container and let's give it some margin top. Let's give 1 pixel. It's a much up, it's a much down, so we need to give it zero point 0.5 pixels. It's a much up, it's a much down, so let's give it a total of let's take it 0 only right now. Let us take, okay, so it's now also less, it's up, so we need to give something like I think minus zero point 0.5 pixel. That may be fine. Okay, let's give this now also some differences there, so let's give it minus 1 pixel. Okay, it's less, it's okay. Let's increase it a little bit. Yeah, it's now the same. It's now the same. Okay, the size of the SVG is I think something more at this case. So let's go here in the at this place. Let's increase the size. Let us see, will that work a little bit? So let's increase it by 1 pixel. Let's increase this one by 1 pixel. So we need to decrease the width here. So okay, not this thing. This was almost the same. Okay, the height is there. Height. So let us see now. This size is even big. Okay, so let us see. If I just select this SVG container here, the width is given. Let's decrease it a little bit. The only difference is of icon. Okay, the icon difference is there. So why is that coming? I'm not getting that. So okay, okay, some difference is there. Okay, so let's decrease it one more time. Okay, one more pixel increase is there. 104 pixel, I think. Let's increase it to 105 pixel. Okay, let's increase it to 106 pixels. Okay, now, okay, I think that's fine. Now we can proceed here. Now we need this container. For that, we need to give the height as well. So what's the height here? So the height of the container is, so the height of the container is 396 pixels. So let's give that here with the login container. So here I'm going to give the height of 396 pixels. Let's save this here and let's go back. Now if I just see, okay, let's hover that container here. Let's close this thing. Now let's go to the login container here. So let us see how is it looking. It's looking like this. Okay, this is a size, whereas the size is even more than that. So let's give it a margin top. Okay, so what may be the margin top here? So the margin top, let's give it a total of 207 pixels. So 207 pixels. Let's save this here and let's give the background color to identify that. So let's give background color to be white equal. Okay, let it be white. Now you can see something like this, but the width is even greater than that. So let's increase this. Okay, so let's give it a total of 410 pixels. 410 pixels. Let's see. No difference. Okay, let's take 450 pixels and let us save this here and go back. Okay, I'm increasing that. Okay, now let's take this one here and let's increase the width here 200 to a total of 396 pixels, forming a square. Okay, I think that's enough. So wait a while. Okay, so let's okay, the margin top is making a problem here. So let's give only 100. Let's give only 100 pixels here. Okay, now also it's not working. So let's give it something like the same padding. Let's copy it, paste it here, and let us see. No, that's not working. So if I save it now, you will see that it is at this position, but we do not need it right now at this place. Let's hover on this. So okay, so let us, this is a login container with the following things. So let us give it, okay, so what we can do here, uh we are having a container, right? So we are having this container and we are having align item center, justify content center, align items center, right? justify content center flex direction row. Let us see. If I say align items to be equal to not this one. Okay. Oops. Let's give flex start. No. Baseline center. Okay. It's center, but now also we are not getting that. So let us say we are having this login container and we need to have a margin top here. For that, let's give the margin top 100 pixels. If I do so, then what happens? My Facebook. Okay, this also comes down, but okay, never mind. I'm just making a simple clone of this, right? So let's give it some border radius. Okay, so let's give it some border radius here. So let's give it border radius equal to 10 pixels, and let us give it some box shadow here. Let's give it box shadow, and let's give the box shadow to be equal to 10 pixels. 10 pixels, 1 pixel, 1 pixel, 1 pixel. um, let us see the box shadow here. So what is that box shadow? This is the container. Okay, where is the container? Let's take this container here and let us see. Okay, so here's the box shadow. Let's copy this box shadow here and let's paste it. Wait a minute. Okay, where is my website? Okay, at this place. So let's inspect it and let's give the border this like this, right? Okay, now let's increase the width as well by some pixels. So let us do like this. So now it's looking fine. Let us increase a little bit and let's increase the height as well a little bit. Let's increase it. Okay, now you can see our this means you can see our this is ready. So let's copy this much of code and now okay, so now let's give it at this place, paste it, go back. Now you can see our now the next thing we are going to make is this container. So there are two input box, right? For one is a password and one is of email. Then we are having this login button and then we are having this forgotten password, create new account, create a page for celebrity brand or business. Okay, so let's make these things here. First is the input box. So for that we need to make an okay, first of all in the login container let's give some stylings like this. Okay, let's give like first display flex. Second thing is flex direction. Okay, so let's give flex direction column and that's all done. So now what we need is we need to go back here, reload it. Next thing is we need to create a input box. So let's go here and input box. So we are going to create an input box here. So we are in our project. So yeah, here is the input box. Now we need it to be equal to the type is email. Then let's say let's give a class email. Let's save it here, copy this one and let's go here and paste. Now what happens, we give it 100%. Yeah, 100%. But one thing we need to take in mind, and what that is, in the login container, let's control cut this one here, let's paste it here and let's give it some padding. Okay, let's give it some let's give it some padding of 10 pixels. Let's save this here and go back. Now you can see something like this, right? Now let's give it only 5 pixels. That may be fine. So let's see how is that looking. So let's give it on 98 pixels. Let's save this here, go back, something like this coming. Now let's give it a height of, let's give it 100 pixels. Let's save it. That's a lot. So let's give it 50 pixels only. Now let's give it border radius. Border radius 10 pixels. Let's save it. Now let's give it a border 1 pixel solid gray. Let's reload it. Now you can see something like this. Now we need outline none, so let's give it outline to be equal to none. Let's save it here. Now you can see something like this. Now the next thing is inside this input container we need some padding left. Okay, so let's give it some padding from the left position 10 pixels. Okay, let's save this here. And also the font size is going to be 17 pixels. And what going to be the font family? The font family is going to be this. So let's copy this here. Okay, so let's copy this, paste it here, and let's go back, reload it. Now you can see something like this, right? Now whenever someone write anything here and like this, okay. Okay, if I reload the site, what happens is you can see. Now what we need whenever someone focus on it. So let's say email and let us check for focus. And let us say the border is then going to be 1 pixel solid. And what's the color here? So the color, let's take that color from here only. Let's inspect it and let's take one. Okay, this one. So let's take the color picker here and let's take this thing here, this color. The same color is there on the page. So let's copy this and let's go back here, reload it, save it, and then let us see. Now you can see something like this, right? Now the next thing is, okay, the width is causing 96%, 97%. Okay, that's fine. Now you can see something like this is there. Now okay, there is a space from up and down. Okay, let's give it the padding. Where's the padding? Let's give it 10 pixel padding like this. I think that's fine. Okay, let's increase it to 20 pixel padding like this. Yeah. Okay, so email or phone number. Okay, so let's email address or phone number. Let's give it a placeholder email address or phone number. Let's save it here and let's go back, reload. Okay, now you can see something like this, right? Next thing is the password. So the same thing is going to be for the password. You're going to create one more. Okay, let's make one more and let's give the email class is path and then the type is going to be password. Let's copy this path class here and let's paste it here. And in the stylings, let's copy this here, paste it here, and then we need a dot pass and we need it to be on the focus. So let's give the focus one, copy it, paste it. Now the next thing is enter. Let's give it like password, save it, go back here, reload it. Now you can see something like this is coming, but we need some margin. Okay, so let's give margin top of 20 pixels, save this one, and now you can see something like this. If I do something like this, you can see, right? And yeah, these two things are done. And the next thing is we are going to wrap it inside a form. Okay, let's make a form here. Okay, let's make a form here. and the form is going to be the same thing. Now we are going to select this one, go inside this. Okay, okay, so let's close that. Okay, let me just save this thing here, and now yeah, that's all working and fine. Okay, next thing we are going to make a button here. Is that a button? Yeah, one more. Okay, that's a login button, then the forgotten password option. So let's make a button btn dot login btn, and let's copy this here, go here and paste it. Now the next thing we are going to do is, yeah, I think almost the same things are going to be there. So let's copy the this much of code here and let's paste it here. But the one thing we have to be in mind, outline not required here at this point. Yeah, and one more thing, the border is going to be none. Okay, then okay, let's put it up. After that, height is there, this is there. Now everything is fine. Okay, now the background color as well. So background color is going to be this one, and then the color is going to be white. Let's save it here, and yeah, inside the login button, let's say log in. What's there? Log in. Okay, so log in, and let's give it some font weight as well. So font weight, let's give it 400. Let's save this here, and now you can see something like this is coming, but we need 20 pixels. Let's give it 20 pixels. And font style, okay, let's say font style is going to be bold. Let's save this here, go back. Now you can see something like this is coming, but we need it in a bold. Okay, let's exclude this one from here, and let's write this thing inside a b tag, log in. This, yeah, yeah, now you can see something like that. Okay, now after that we are going to give it a cursor of pointer. Let's save this here, and yeah, that's all done. So you can see something like this is there. Now let's make this thing have the forgotten password hyperlink. For that we need to make a link here, a link. So the forgot pass. Okay, so the forgotten password takes us to a link which is like this. Okay, let's copy this here. Let's go back here and let's paste it at this position. Let's copy this here, and let's give this as, okay, first thing is going to be the text decoration, none. Okay, second thing is going to be the color. So the color of the font is going to be something like this. And the next thing, let's save it. Let us see. Okay, let's give some text here. For that we are going to just copy this. After that, let's go here, paste it. Now if I go here, you can see something like this is coming, but we do not need that. Let's save it. Wait a while, it's not coming. Login container, where is that? Let's give it justify content center. Let's save this. Load. No, it's not working. Flex direction like this. Then align items center like this. Okay. Now we are going to give a BR after. Okay. Is that a good thing to give a BR? I'm not sure. Let's give a BR here. And now we are going to give it the font style, like the font family. And after that, we are going to copy this font size, paste it, and we are going to give it like 17 pixels, 15 pixels. Let's save this here, and you can see something like this, right? Now, whenever someone hovers on it, okay, if I hover on it, nothing like that happen. I got, okay, I just got like forgot pass hover. not like this. However, we are going to write like text decoration to be underlined. Let's save this here. Let's go. Now if I now you can see. Next thing is create a new account. For that there is a HR tag. Now let's give some two BRs here. After that an HR here. Let's save this. Go back. Okay, so where is the HR? Is there any HR? Let's save it. So there is no HR here. So where is the HR? So the chart is okay. So let's give it like color black, width 1 pixel. Not like let's give it height 1 pixel. So let's give height 1 pixel. It's not working. So okay, the that's causing a problem. Let's save this here. Okay, so the justify content center is not a good idea. I think if I go so much up and if I just do like this, what happens then? Nothing? Okay. So we need to exclude this from here and let's make this. Now you can see we are getting this. Now the next thing, let's give the HR now. Let's try this out here now. So let's give the HR. Let's save it. Now also we are not able to see the HR. So for that, okay, is that an HR? Yeah, that's an HR. So let's make a container. So after giving a space, let's make a dot HR and we are going to give dot HR width 97%, height 1 pixel. Let's save this here and let's go back. So if I reload it, nothing happens. Okay, so let us see in our login container, we are having this HR. So where is the HR? Okay, so let's give it a color black, background color. So let's give background color, background black. Okay, so not this login container, not the login container. Inside the login container, we are having an HR, right? This I want to give a background color, right? A background black. Okay, so like the same we are going to give. So let's go here and let's select this color. Yeah, let's save this color here, background silver. So let's take this here and let's paste this here. Now let's go back. You can see something like this. Now we are having some more space for that. No, that's fine. So now let's make this create a new account button. But even before that, let's make one more BR. After that, let's make a create a new account. So for that also, we are going to make BR, then one more time BR, then we are going to make a btn dot create account. Okay. So let's take this create a new account. Let's copy this thing here and let's go paste it at this place and okay, so we are having our login button, right? Let's copy this here, paste it here, and instead of the color, this color we are going to give this one. So let's I'm not able to inspect this. Now here, what is the color? So let's take the color. I think this is the color. So let's take this color, copy this, and let's paste it here. Now after that, let us see. So you can see something like this is coming, but we need to write some text here. For that we are having a text create a new account. So let's copy this, copy, paste, save this, go back. Now you can see something like this, but we need it in bold. So let's make a bold tag and let's paste it here. After that you can see something like this, right? Now the width is not 100%, it's something less. So what's the width here? Let's copy that width. So that's equal to okay, so we can take it almost like, okay, let's give 192 pixels, 193. Now width is going to be 193 pixels. So let's save this here. No, let's increase it. So let's give it 210 pixels. Now, okay, that seems to be good. Now let's give it 230 pixels. Let's save this here now. You can see. Now let's decrease the font size as well. So let's give it only 17 pixels font size. After that you can see, yeah, it's good. Next thing is we are having a create a page for celebrity. Okay, so should we create that? Let's create that. So let okay, now yeah, that's fine. Now after this we are going to give one more br, and after that we are going to make a text, a p tag, inside which a tag, and in the a tag we are going to just copy the link. If I go to this website, copy this, go back, paste it right here, like create. Okay, create, what's that text? Let's copy that and paste that here. So create a page. Let's copy this, let's paste it. Let's save it, let's go here. So you can see something like this is coming. Okay, so let's give this create a page, means this one a class. Let's give it a class of, let's give it like create a page, create for celebrity. Let's copy this class here and let's go up a little bit, paste it here, and now let's give text decoration to none, and let's give it let's take it inside a bold tag. So v tag, control x. Now after that let's save this here, go back. Now you can see something like this. So let's give the font here. So let's copy this font, let's paste this font. Now you can see, now whenever we are hovering on it, it's text decoration, right? So okay, so the p also we need to give. Okay, let's give it the same class here. So let's give the class, same class, let's give that. So let's copy this, paste it, let's save it. After that let's go back here, reload it. Now you can see, okay, so color is also there. So let's see what's the color here. Okay, that's black, and color black. And whenever someone focuses on it, no, hovering on it, let's copy this here, over, let's give it like text decoration, underline. Let's save it here, let's go back, reload it. Now yeah, you can, okay, wait a while, p, copy this here, paste it here, and in that let's give this text here, let's save it. Now let's go ahead, Okay, so you can see that we have just created the Facebook login page clone. Okay, so I can give any kind of thing and I can even submit the form. So let's give it like email at the rate gmail.com, and let's give it some password like 12345, and let's click on login. You can see now if I write something random here, what will happen? It will show me like please include at the dates in the email address. So yeah, now we need to do that. And if you want to add form validation, you can use JavaScript for doing so. Is whenever someone is submitting the form, you need to check the email input box, input box, and then the password. If they are valid as per certain conditions, then you will be giving the permission to submit the form. Otherwise, you will get give a warning that please do the following things to submit. So now, if I click on submit, now if I click on forgotten password, you will be directed to this page. Create a new account. Okay, now if I click on create a page, not like this. So yeah, the now in the next video we are going to just take a look after how we are going to deploy our this website to GitHub by using the Git. I think that's name is the Git software, right? So Git, if I search for Git, you can see we are going to use this software, system software Git, to deploy our apps to GitHub. Okay, so we are going to just deploy this Facebook app to our GitHub account, and that's all we are going to do in the next video. So that's all for this video. Meet you in the next video with our Git software ready to deploy our app. Till then, see you.